Ever wondered how much truth lies behind those common snake myths? Well, you're not alone. From ancient folklore to modern pop culture, snakes have been wrapped up in a web of myths and misconceptions. Today, we're going to unravel this coil of tales, shedding light on the top 10 snake myths that have slithered their way into our collective consciousness. We're here to separate fact from fiction, to debunk the myths that have misunderstood these fascinating creatures. Brace yourselves as we slither our way through these myths, starting from number 10. Myth number 10. All snakes are dangerous. Let's debunk this, shall we? While it's true that some snakes are venomous, not all of them are. In fact, most snakes are non-venomous and pose no threat to humans. Even venomous snakes prefer to avoid confrontation and will only strike if they feel threatened. They are more likely to slither away than attack. So the next time you see a snake, remember they are more scared of you than you are of them. Moving on to myth number 9. Snakes are slimy. Well, let's set the record straight. Contrary to popular belief, snakes are not slimy at all. In fact, their bodies are covered with scales that are smooth and dry. If you've ever had the chance to touch a snake, you'll notice that their skin is quite the opposite of slimy. It's this smooth, dry texture that allows them to slither and move with such grace and speed. So no, snakes are not the slimy creatures they're often portrayed as. Myth number 8. Snakes are aggressive. Now, let's debunk this one. Contrary to popular belief, snakes are more defensive than aggressive. Their primary goal is to avoid predators, and yes, that includes humans. They'd much rather slither away than engage in a confrontation. When a snake appears aggressive, it's likely feeling threatened and is simply trying to protect itself. So next time you encounter one, remember that it's probably more scared of you than you are of it. It's clear then snakes are not the aggressive creatures they're often made out to be. Myth number 7. All snakes lay eggs. Now, while it's true that many snakes do lay eggs, there are some species that actually give live birth. This is known as viviparity. Surprising, right? Species such as the boa constrictor and green anaconda are perfect examples of snakes that don't follow the egg-laying norm. So the next time you think about a snake, remember they're as diverse in their reproductive methods as they are in their sizes and habitats. Interesting, isn't it? Not all snakes are egg layers. Next up, myth number 6. Snakes are deaf. Now, it's true that snakes don't have traditional ears like humans or other mammals. However, they're far from deaf. These fascinating creatures have their own unique way of detecting sound. They pick up on vibrations and low-frequency airborne sounds through their jawbones, which are then transmitted to their brain. This allows them to hear in their own unique way. So, the next time you think a snake can't hear you, think again. Halfway there with myth number 5, snakes drink milk. Now, this misconception might have stemmed from the age-old practice of leaving out milk for snakes in certain cultures. However, the truth is, snakes, being reptiles, lack the necessary enzymes to digest milk. In reality, consumption of milk can lead to serious health issues for them, including upset stomachs and malnutrition. So, next time you see a snake, don't offer it a dairy treat. It's not their cup of tea. Milk-drinking snakes? Definitely a myth. On to myth number 4. Snakes are poisonous. Now this one is a real doozy. Let's get our facts straight. Yes, some snakes are venomous, meaning they deliver toxins through a bite or a sting. But poisonous? That's a different story. A creature is poisonous if its toxins are harmful when you touch or ingest it. So, unless you're planning on dining on snake sushi, you're safe from their so-called poison. Remember, it's venomous snakes, not poisonous. Myth number 3. Snakes, once milked, are safe to handle. Now, this is a dangerous misconception. Venomous snakes can't be completely milked of their venom. Their venom glands continuously produce this potent substance, meaning they're never truly empty. Handling a milk snake is just as risky as handling one that hasn't been milked. The risk of a venomous bite remains. So milking a snake doesn't make it safe. It's best to leave them be. Almost there with myth number 2. A snake bite is a death sentence. This is a common misconception. While snake bites can indeed be dangerous, they are far from always being fatal. It's essential to understand that prompt and correct treatment can often mitigate their harmful effects. The key is not to panic, but to seek immediate medical attention. Modern medicine has made great strides, and antivenom is widely available in many parts of the world. So, a snake bite, while serious, isn't always a death sentence. And finally, myth number 1, you can suck out snake venom. Now, this is a classic myth that's been perpetuated by old wives' tales and Hollywood dramas. But in reality, trying to suck out snake venom is not only ineffective, it can actually cause more harm. Sucking the venom can spread it through your mouth and down your throat. The best course of action is to stay calm, restrict movement, and head straight to the nearest medical facility. Remember, never try to suck out snake venom. Seek medical help immediately. And that wraps up our top 10 snake myths. We've debunked the misconceptions from snakes being slimy, aggressive, and deaf, to the myths surrounding their eggs, milk drinking habits, and venom. Even the frightening notions of snake bites and venom extraction have been put to rest. It's clear that snakes, like all creatures, deserve our understanding and respect. So let's discard fear and embrace knowledge. Remember, understanding and respect are key when it comes to our slithering friends. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning.